Hello, welcome to another real world video. Today I am going to be talking about Makita DHR243RTJ. This is a rotary hammer drill with an SDS fitting and a spare chuck. This tool was bought approximately 1 year ago. This is the box that the kit comes in, and it does come as a kit. I did purchase it as a kit. I will be opening this. This is not an unveiling. This is not an unboxing. This is a video of an item that has been used every day for 1 year. So these are the items that come in the kit for £389.95 from DVS Power Tools. You get the rotary hammer drill, 2 5-amp hour Makita batteries, a Makita charger, standard charger, nothing special about the chargers, and a replacement or spare rather than replacement chuck. This is a quick release standard straight shank chuck. So this is an 18-volt cordless brushless rotary hammer drill. As you can see, it's a DHR243. When I purchased it, it is designated as the DHR243RTJ. I'm not sure what the RTJ stands for. I think that it is possibly something to do with the fact it's part of a kit. We'll start off with the features on the Makita. I've used this drill now for a year, pretty much every day, multiple times every day. I've pushed it, it hasn't been treated with kit gloves, and it has been worked. So on this particular model, we have 3 functions. We have drill, we have hammer drill, and we have just hammer, which would be used or possibly called by tradesmen a chisel action. Okay, we have the SDS chuck. This one is removable. I'll just show you what I mean there, and I will show you how to fit the other spare chuck in a second. We have a graduated trigger, so we have a soft start. Once the trigger's pressed just a little bit, we get a slow start, so the drill isn't going at full speed straight away. I'll show you that in a second when we've got the batteries connected. Please excuse the tape and the paint. I do mark up all my tools so that when I'm on site they can't be swapped or changed over for somebody else's tools on site. Okay, let's start with the drill and its functions. There is a handy guide on the top of the Makita drill to explain how to use this selector. Okay, we have a reverse button and a forward button. Okay, just in case we get any drill bits stuck in the wall and we need to reverse them out of that hole. We have an adjustable handle that can be rotated. Using the handle, you undo the handle, rotate the handle all the way around, tighten it back up. Okay, and that's in position. Whilst the handle is loose or undone, you can alter the depth gauge. Okay, and then once it's tightened back up again, I'll just show you quickly in this plane, the depth gauge is set. I usually keep my handle down in that plane so that it can be packed away quite easily. It's a lot easier to pack away. Okay, we have a removable chuck on this drill. The chuck is changed with a quick release spindle. We rotate it round to the unlock position, take the chuck off. We have got a second chuck that you get within the kit. This is a quick release chuck. This is not an SDS chuck. That is an SDS chuck with the sleeve. Okay, I'll just show you with an SDS drill. This is a large SDS drill. Okay, mostly masonry bits. I haven't come across any others that aren't. This is a quick release chuck, okay? This chuck is used for probably drilling things like metal, wood. You possibly could get some straight shanked masonry bits that you could possibly use with this. I don't know how well these chucks perform under hammer action. I do know that if you use some normal chucks, the Allen key with the keys, chuck keys, you can destroy the chuck using them under hammer action. Not too sure. I don't use this for hammer action at all. I've just used this for drilling wood, metal twice, but mainly just basically straight shank drills. This model of chuck will go down to 1.5, I think it is. 2 seconds. Yeah, 1.5 millimeters and 13 millimeters maximum. So it'll do a minimum of 1.5 and a maximum of 13. It's the same as taking it off. You slot it on. There's a geared shaft underneath that fits inside. You locate it, slide it on, hold on to the outside ring, rotate the inner disc, and the chuck is in place. Okay, taking it off, same way. Okay, we'll put the SDS chuck back on. The other thing is, these removable chucks, when I first got them, I expected them to have a problem with dust and other dirt getting inside these bearings and these fittings. There are a couple of ball bearings in there that spring out and hold the thing in place. I haven't had any of that problem, and trust me, I have worked with them in really dusty environments and they've been fine. Great idea, brilliant idea. So let's put a battery in. The battery locates underneath. Okay, this is a 5 amp 18 volt lithium ion battery. Okay, as we said, this is a cordless drill. It is not 240. You will have to periodically recharge the batteries. I find that 5 amp hour are about right. If you try it with 3 amp hour, unless you're doing small amounts of drilling, yeah, I would suggest that you go for the 5 amp hour batteries. They last a lot longer. They've got a lot more punch, and you aren't running backwards and forwards to your charger. Okay, this drill, before we go any further, this drill has a capability of being fitted with a dust extractor. There is this slotted area underneath the drill, and this little recess on the front is where the dust extractor, the Makita dust extractor for when you're drilling, fits on. Now, I didn't purchase that item because most of the drilling that I use, the drills are over 100 millimeters long. The dust extractor is great for shorter drill bits. If you try with anything longer, vis-a-vis this one, by the time, and I'll just show you how long this item is, by the time the dust extractor's on, it's probably about here, and the drilling is going on down here. It's neither use nor ornament to me, so it wasn't purchased with this item. There is another kit, you will pay more money, that comes with the dust extractor. Other guys I've seen with the Makitas have got the dust extractors. They do come in handy inside domestic properties, even in offices and stuff like that. So whether or not you buy one is totally up to you, but the drill bits that I use are too long for the dust extractor. Okay, we will show the functions of the drill. There will be a couple of, there are 4 videos that I will attach to this video that show you what these functions actually do. So I'll go quickly through the functions. Right, this first function, this is drill only. I will put a video up now of me drilling with the drill only function. Okay, the drill only function does not have a hammer action. So unless you are drilling in really soft brick, you won't get very far with the drill action on a masonry drill bit. You would use the drill only action when you are drilling wood, metal, and as I said, using perhaps masonry drills on really soft brick, thermalite blocks, possibly some soft concrete blocks, very, very soft bricks in the walls. I wouldn't suggest you do that because the tips will get really hot and you'll probably get about 5 minutes out of the drill bit before the tip actually falls apart. The next stop on the dial is the hammer action. Hammer action is rotating chuck, but with a hammer action on the drill to push the drill through the wall. You'll now see a video of the hammer action at work with two sizes of drills. There is a 7mm drill and a 24 or 25mm drill. The next stop on the selector is a point that I would say describe as disengaging the gearbox on the actual drill so that the chuck can be rotated. This is a chisel bit with an SDS fitting that will slide into the chuck. This dot on the selector allows you to rotate the chisel bit to put it into a plane that you want to use it in. So if you want it, the actual chisel bit vertical, you can rotate it. If you want it horizontal, you can. Once you move from that dot on the selector and turn it round to the chisel or hammer action only, there is no rotation. It does not move, okay? It's stuck in one plane. So the idea, and I'll just quickly show you this, there is no rotation. There's now going to be a video so that you can just see what this chisel action actually does and what it's used for. This is mainly for DIYers or people who are new to the hammer drills and looking for a hammer drill that's possibly got this on. Tradesmen will know what this is for. I'm not telling a duck how to suck eggs. Just look at the video and just quickly see what the action of this hammer is actually for. I haven't found anything to complain about on this drill, nothing. Other than, and this is not a complaint, it's more of a pointer, I suppose. Tradesmen suffer from a lot of vibration problems, vibration white finger, carpal tunnel syndrome within their hands and wrists. A lot of that is caused by gripping and using tools that cause a lot of vibration. Now, I've used other tools of other tradesmen who we're always comparing tools. We're always laughing and joking, and my tools are better than your tools. Milwaukee are better than Makita. DeWalt are better than Milwaukee. DeWalt are better than Bosch. Bosch are better than Makita. Blah, blah, blah. Now, the only thing that I've found that this drill, in this model, I think there are higher models that may have a better vibration suppression system on them, is the vibration through the handle when you've been using this drill for a long period of time during the day. These are the kind of tools that I have used this drill on. That is a 25mm masonry bit. This is a cross bit, okay, SDS fitting. This is a core drill. I only very rarely use this core drill or these core drills, these types of core drills with this drill when I'm drilling soft brick. Then this drill is not designed for coring. Its maximum capacity is 24 millimeters. Any tradesman will tell you that what the manufacturer says is the maximum capacity and what you actually use it for are two different things. But this drill, maximum capacity on masonry bits or on any drill bit that's going to be fairly big, is 24 millimeters. Okay. If you let the drill do the work and you aren't leaning on it, then that capacity should be okay, so long as you don't overheat the drill and push it in a ridiculous manner and burn the thing out. Okay. So 24 millimeter capacity. When you've been using those drill bits all day, your hands will ache and your fingers will be throbbing, mostly because of the vibration that's coming through the body and into the handle. Now, I used a Milwaukee, I forget the name of the model, but it's very similar size and shape to this drill. They've got a rubber insert here between the handle. The vibration suppression is very good. I don't personally like the build on the Milwaukee, but I did like the suppression. Comparable to this was actually a bigger capacity. I think the other one, no, actually I think it was comparable. I think it was a 24 millimeter capacity, the same as this one. I just didn't like the build quality. There's a lot of people complaining that the Makitas, should I say, are built in China. There's a lot of stuff that's built in China. You're probably driving a car with a majority of parts, electrical parts especially, that are made in China. I can't imagine Makita allowing products to be built in China and coming out looking something like something that you would pick up the DIY shop for 50 quid, especially at these prices, because they wouldn't get anywhere. People would be sending them back left, right and centre, and they'd go out of business. I've had this drill for a year. I've used it every day, as I've said. Haven't had a problem with it at all, nothing. A little bit heavy for what it is, but it is a big drill. Probably about 3.2 kilograms, something in that range, about seven, nearly 8 pounds, I would think, probably, in that range. Can't think of anything negative to say about that other than that the vibration suppression could be a little bit better, but I suppose you get what you pay for, and I'm sure that Makita do other models that have got a better vibration suppression system on them. The handles are rubberized, they aren't soft. The grip is in a good position, the buttons are easily reachable. Battery demounting is very, very easy. It comes off very quickly, okay? No problems there. There is a serial number underneath the battery, which I would suggest that anybody purchasing items of this value, take note of those serial numbers. I would mark up all of your tools, spray them. It would be nice to see some of the manufacturers actually giving you an area on the tool that you can actually scribe that can't be removed unless that part of the drill is damaged, so that the tradesmen and DIYers buying these tools and getting them stolen just make it a little bit harder for people to pass them off as their own tools. $389.95 from DVS Power Tools.